Welcome back. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's get right to it. Doge and Elon have discovered that Fema, as recently as last week, was still spending $59 million housing illegals. Now, this is just the final straw. Obviously, Doge is going to be, uncovering way more just bullshit, corrupt spending throughout the government, but we can't be having these entities that are these woke entities that are just trying to, go under Trump's orders and just try to, no, we're still giving those illegals that 59 million. So yeah, Doge needs to pretty much go through there, and any entity that is so far gone, like USAID or USAID, not USAID, remember folks, or FEMA, that you just axe them from the whole government. We don't need to be like salvaging them, because most of these are just beyond repair because they've been infiltrated with such, woke lunatics that certainly now just want to do anything they can to go against Trump. And if you're going to fix the government, you're going to get it efficient, you can't be having any people like that, and you can't be having any entities like FEMA or USAID that are they're just there to serve the Democrat agenda and pretty much just be a woke bastion of wokeness. I guess you could really say it, because everything they spend money on is something woke or, for illegals, right? But all right, next topic. The View host Ana Navarro makes some pretty insane claims about Donald Trump and white people. Here's the clip.
I don't do sports. I don't do football, so I wasn't watching the game. But listen, I think today Donald Trump is going to sign an executive order banning black people from halftime. Because you remember last week we were talking about whether the NFL was capitulating to Trump by removing the term "end racism" from the end zone. Yeah. Boy, did they not capitulate to Trump. When I saw Samuel L. Jackson dressed as a black Uncle Sam introducing Kendrick Lamar, who then had like an entire formation of all black people making a U.S. flag. Listen, this much I know. All the black people on my feed were like, ooh, this is blackity black black. And all the racists who somehow get in, man, were they hopping mad. So if the racists are mad, I am happy as a clam. Huge celebration of New Orleans, and you can't celebrate New Orleans without celebrating black culture. Yeah. Welcome to Black History Month, you all.
She's kind of saying it in jest, like maybe she's joking, but these people are so dumb and they're just so indoctrinated into this type of, lifestyle and thinking that the chances are she's probably not joking. She actually thinks Donald Trump is going to ban black people from the halftime show. And she thinks just all these racists were so pissed about the Kendrick Lamar performance. Like, if you didn't like Kendrick Lamar because all her black people were like, that's blackity black black, right? So, it was signed off by the black people. And if you didn't like it, you were just some sort of white supremacist, dude. That's pretty much just that logic right there, So yeah, she obviously believes what she just said. And frankly, it's just crazy that these networks still allow these people to say these just blatant lies, number one, just blatant lies. And second, just racist rhetoric. Like, it's insane. It's just so anti-white. And it's basically the most racist type of content on TV are these just left-wing shows where they talk about how terrible white people are, terrible Trump is. And this is just, once again, morons being morons. The View, who knows how long they can last. I doubt they'll be on another 2 years. This Trump administration is probably going to put an end to the madness with The View. But all right, next topic here. The critically obese rapper who is suing Lyft, Dank Demoss. Now, I say critically obese because I feel like she's so obese that she could just keel over at any time and, it could all be over. But yeah, and her latest podcast appearance in The Breakfast Club, she needed a couch rather than the provided chair. Go ahead, take a look at the clip.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Hi, how are you?
Stormy. Hey, Ken, how you, brother? You good? Nice to meet you, Keys.
Got it. Yep. This the only seat y'all got?
What you want? What you need?
There's one more. A bigger chair or something.
Cause she already little.
We had
That's what I'm talking about. Good. This is accommodation.
There you go. You walked in and you said the chair was too small, so we had to bring the part of the sectional for you to sit in. And you said something. You said, "Now this is what I'm talking about: accommodations."
Right.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But we live in a world that's not always going to be able to accommodate people that are
But we
plus
should,
size.
though. We should because we not all the same, you know?
All right, it's just that clip alone right there should just put an end to the lawsuit against Lyft, because everywhere she goes, she's not fitting, right? They had a chair there for her. Obviously, that little office chair wasn't fitting that body. They had to bring a couch over for the woman. And this woman's basically claiming that, everywhere I go needs to have a courtesy couch for me if, I can't fit in the designated chair or, I guess, booth. She ain't fitting in a booth either. That woman needs full-on couch with, a table that's just 5 feet away from her gut. But God, it's just sickening that these people out there think that being obese should be like a protected class of person. Us obese people, we need to be protected too. No, your gluttony and just pure laziness is not some sort of protected class of person. I get it. If you're disabled, they have the Americans with Disabilities Act. See, that's fine. That's fine. Those aren't people that just lazied their way into disability like this Dank Demoss. The woman just lazied her way into, a disability, which is sickening. And the fact that people think that needs to be protected and you could discriminate against that is just pure garbage. Pure garbage. If you don't want to deal with somebody because they're fat, then that's on them, that's on them. But all right, next topic. The woke left-wing media has a new thing, and it's black excellence. Go ahead, take a look at this clip.
I agree with Anna. I mean, with all these attacks on diversity, all these attacks on African Americans, it was so nice to see black excellence and joy in front of the sitting president who decided for the first time to go to the Super Bowl. New Orleans.
I don't think he's ever going back.
I don't think he's going back. New Orleans, of course, is a predominantly black city, very close to my heart, 55% black. Then you have Kendrick Lamar. A lot of people said they didn't understand his performance. Guys, he's an award-winning, a Pulitzer Prize-winning musician and poet. Okay, so it was a many-layered performance. You've got Serena Williams crip walking. What I also really enjoyed about Kendrick's performance is it was performance art. If you really looked at it, it was multi-layered. Yes, he had people dressed in red, white, and blue, the colors of the flag, but he also had those people. He was standing in front of them because he's explaining that this is a divided country at this point. He also has them leaning to the side because this country was built on the backs of black people. So it was a very multi-layered.
All right, and here's this tweet from ESPN saying how Jalen Hurts' Super Bowl win was black excellence. Now, what is black excellence? Tell me what black excellence is, ESPN or Sonny Hostin. Is it some sort of excellence that supersedes just normal excellence? Like white people, they can only achieve normal excellence. Black people have a new level of excellence that once they achieve something great, it's black excellence. You see, this is just another way to pin the people against each other. It's just a divisive thing because, see, here's what's going on, right? Trump basically signed away the whole trans movement with a stroke of the pen. So now they're claiming the whole they're going back to black people and trying to say, listen, white people are racist, you can achieve black excellence, and, don't worry about any of that, these white people aren't going to bring you down anymore. Your black excellence is great. And when you put a label on excellence like that, especially for black people, you're basically just telling black people that, like, all right, you know, if you do something great, we have to highlight it because black people, they're not really capable of doing that many great things, right? We don't see too many black people doing great things in society. Like if you're black, you can't really do something that is going to make everybody be like, oh, yeah, that was just incredible. When that's just not true. Why do you got to put them in that box? You know, you are diminishing the power of black people when you say, oh, there's something out there like black excellence. People, there's just excellence. If you do something great, like Jalen Hurts had a great game in the Super Bowl, excellent game in the Super Bowl. We don't need to put an extra black label on it. The guy did something excellent, give the guy his due, and end it. We don't need to be saying it's anything more than it was. It was a great performance. Don't ruin it. But all right, that's it for today. Be sure to subscribe. We'll see you next time. Later.